The city of St. Augustine works on signs to be placed by its Confederate monument. There's a second Confederate monument at St. Augustine that has received less attention. And the University of Florida is involved. They're trying to figure out what to do with it. As Jessica Clark reports, this monumental decision could be a bit tricky because it's not just a monument, it's also a gravesite.
In a tree-covered city square in St. Augustine, there is a monument that many people don't even notice.
And I mean, if you had told me, I wouldn't have known anything about it.
It honors William Wing Loring. He was a Confederate general from St. Augustine, but he was more than a Confederate general. He served under 3 flags: in the U.S. Army, in the Confederate Army as a general, and in the Egyptian Army. He was also a traveler and an author, according to the monument. The state of Florida owns the land where the statue to Loring sits, and the University of Florida manages this property.
This is what democracy looks like.
Some people have marched demanding both this monument and a city-owned monument a block away to be taken down because of their ties to the Confederacy. So the University of Florida is trying to figure out what to do with this monument, and UF is considering its options.
As I heard from the public, some of the requests were to move it, to offer possibly additional signage.
But it's not as easy as just taking the monument down, because it's also where Loring is buried.
Loring actually died in New York in 1886. It wasn't until decades later, in 1920, when the Daughters of the Confederacy reinterred his ashes right here in the middle of downtown St. Augustine.
There are ashes there, so it's actually partly a grave site.
But one local minister has led marches to remove the statue as well as the statue on city property. It may be legally tough, though, to move the monument because it's also a grave site, which state laws protect, leaving UF in a tight spot.
We want to look at, of course, the history and the heritage and try to understand the issues at hand and what is appropriate now, and also looking forward into the future as an educational institution.
In St. Augustine, Jessica Clark, First Coast News, on your side.